Hello, welcome back. Pillar 9. The last two in the series. I'm getting actually quite sad that it's almost over. Pillar 9, you are the head of the home. What does it really mean for a man to be the head of his home? I know you've mentioned it quite a few times in the previous pillars, but what does it mean?
You see, we've already said also that God is always working in completion, synergy and everything. And we have an action in society, where women stand up and they say, but they can also be men. They can do the same and everything, but that's not the point. That's totally off the point. God has got a design, and He designed every one of us according to what He's made us. The moment you function in something that is not your gift and your flow and your heart, and you've got not the potential for that, you cannot do that. A man cannot be a wife, and a wife cannot be a man. I mean, I looked at my wife and I said, there's no way that I can. Just maybe I will reach 10% in what she has done as a woman in the house. And I said to myself, there's just no way. I don't even have the desire to have a job, because I just get frustrated even just think about it. I had to do what she's doing, and not to talk about bearing children, and giving birth to children. I mean, we are too weak to do that type of stuff, So it's all about not looking who's better, who's this. It's totally off the table. That's not what it is. And God has not given things to. I mean, I always say it's one of the most difficult things. We think the man is the head, the man is the big shot. But then let me tell you one thing: to be a wife in a home and live in submission is far more spiritual than to be the man as the head of the home. Yes, you've got more room, sort of, to make decisions and stuff. But listen, the spiritual one is the woman. If I can say it from my side. Although I also want to say something. I've never seen a more happy person in my life than a woman that's married to a man that's fulfilling his role. Because she's just living her life. I mean, all the problem is his. He must sort it out. She's living her life and she's doing her stuff, and she doesn't want to be in the limelight and take over and have authority in everything, and she's just throwing it back to the man. I mean, really, a woman that's married to a man that is really fulfilling his role is a happy woman. If she's, sound to herself. But the point is, we need to find that men that can create that space for women. Because I've been through this country many, many years, and I always ask women, professional women, tell me where, if money is not the issue, nothing is the issue, where you want to be. I've never received another answer than at home. Why? Because she was designed for the home. That's the point. And I mean, I'm in the home and I've got my role in the home. And let me tell you, the role of my wife in the home, I never desired it. Not because it's not me. It's just not me. I can't do it. But in the same voice, I want to say, my heart goes out to women in divorce that need to raise the children. Because you need a husband and a wife to raise children. And then you say, what now I'm single, but luckily there's something like there's other men that can help. It's one thing you can raise a child unto 12. A child unto 12 is mother focused. It's true. Until 12, 13, a child is mother focused. My son was absolutely mother-focused. I couldn't believe it. I didn't understand these things. He was sort of, he could cry about things. But you must become a man. But the Lord said, just leave him. If something happens, he's with mother, and mother is everything. But then 13 struck. And then he turned to me, and I took over in life. Because a son, you can raise a boy, even as a mother, unto 12, 13, but then you need a father figure to raise the man in the son, if you can say it like that. And it's not all over if you may be single, because you can have a situation in terms of community and congregation where this child can, I even ask other men to help to raise my children, because I don't know everything. I sent to them, I sent you to this woman, she will teach you knitting. I sent you here, they will teach you electricity. I sent you to this person, they will teach you computer. Because after 13, you need a community to raise a child. You need a community to raise a child after 13. But we don't do it because they've got much more in them to learn. And in that sense, I'd say, what was the question? And you are the head of the home. You're not doing everything and you're the autocrat, if you can say it like that. But you need to keep the thing together. You need to keep peace, if you can say it like that, and make sure that everything is flowing correctly and that we've got this synergy flowing into each other, and we're not opposing each other and working against each other. And we've got all this foreign influences, say from the school and the peer groups that's coming into the home. We need to sort that stuff out. The husband is the one of discipline. It's just one like that. The mother can say no, but listen, if I've said no, that it's 10 times more effective, because the man has said it. The line has said it. It is not the lamb that has said it. And that is reality. You can kick against it, but accept it and flow in it. Don't kick against it. And I'm nothing better than anything in my wife. Actually, in her field, she is everything better than me. But in my field, I'm everything better than her. But we are a team together.
Right, so what is a kingdom culture, and how do we as men create or establish this culture in our homes?
It's important to understand that in God's plan, that He has invested in the essential elements of fatherhood in the man. And He took some of it into the wife, you understand? But the man and the wife is the full package of heaven. So I've got the booklet on it, the essence of fatherhood. You can get it on the webpage. It's all about 4 things that's in us that we must understand, that the children are longing for. They're longing for identity, for authority, for intimacy, and for security. That is what fatherhood is all about. Quickly, they're longing for identity. They look to you. They identify with you. They want to hear out of your mouth who they are. They long back to you because you are their origin. I remember my son always, he was like this, just walking into the study, and then he grabs the curtains and he said, Papa, Papa, but it's a cry to his origin. You need a father figure to invest origin in the child and to invest, identity. Because they believe you. I remember my daughter was about 4 years old or something, we were driving, and there was a cow there, and she asked, Father, what is this? I said, no, it's a horse. My wife looks at says, don't worry, and the next time we're driving, and I say, Father, look, the horse, and I realized that she believed me. Because up to 6 years of age, you are God to your child. They don't ask questions, they believe everything. I realized I had a battle to tell her, listen, I lied to you. And that was a great shock for that child, that I lied to her. That was not a horse, that was a cow. Because up to 6, they believe you as if you are God. And that's the age where a child can accept Christ the best. Because if you can tell them there's a Father in heaven, He looks like me, do you want Him? Of course, yes. And it will go through. Because I am the manifestation of the Father of heaven. That's the best time for a person to get to know God is before 6 years. Because you are God for them. And if you are a decent God to them, they like you and they want you. And they want the other one also. Why not? So it's all about identity, but it's all about authority. Authority is the thing that believe it or not, the authority brings bonding in the home. Children that is not disciplined do not have bonding in their hearts. How do I know it? Have you ever seen when you go take your child to the bathroom and you discipline them correctly, what is the next thing they do? They turn around and they hug you. I've never disciplined a mature people that did that. Never. But do it with a child, they do it. Why? Because it bonds them, it gives them respect. They start to learn these lines, this respect, this honor, and all these things. And we need to help them to find lines. This one is the line. It's very, very scarce today. Children needs intimacy. The father is the intimacy person in the house, not the mother. Yes, the mother is much more relationally capable, but the father is the one that sets the intimacy setting, if you can say it like that. The father is the one that releases intimacy in the first place. Yes, it's enhanced and taken over by the wife, but the father is not the one, I don't show feelings, I'm a man. That's nonsense. And it's always difficult for us, but we can't get away from it, that it is the truth. And in the fourth place, the father is the security figure. Security means that people feel secure. When we're driving around, and we're all driving around, and suddenly we hear something in the car, but I know Christo is here and he's a mechanic, luckily he's a mechanic. We feel safe, He will find the problem. Having people around you with skill and the right skills make you feel secure. So we need to give our children skills that they don't end up in situations where they feel, man, we know nothing about it. This is a nightmare. And that's why I expose my children to everything. Fixing a car, fixing plumbing, fixing lights and whatever. I remember once, I presented a course there at a church building, and we came there and things were just broken. And luckily I got stuff in my car. I said, my children, come and fetch the stuff. And fetch the stuff. We fixed the taps, and the leaking toilets and everything. The people say, but well, you're not supposed to do this. Actually, but we fix everything, man. This is our life. We and the children, we fix everything. Their friends say, but my goodness, your daughter can fix a car. They can fix a tap. They fix this. Yes, we fix anything. That's why we're here on earth. We've got limits, yes, but we're not shying away from things. If someone can build it, we can fix it at least.
Exactly.
And that's security. They don't look into the future and say, oh man, we're going to drown. We're going to know. We can make a plan. Because they've been through many times that there was difficult times and we made a plan. We go and sit in depression. We make a plan. And we do the plan and we execute the plan. And at the end of the day, they've got identity, authority, intimacy and security, and you've got a healthy person. The man must release it. The woman enhance it. She enhances it and helps to internalize it in the child's life.
Well, I think you've covered sort of the last question I had for you, which was this kingdom cultures. Once it's established, what does the outcome look? How does it manifest? What do you see? What do you experience?
At the end of the day, it is, as we've said, we come and we release this identity. It brings value in people. This value brings principles. We apply the principles over and over and over, and then it brings a lifestyle and then a culture, and then you find a place of contentment and success that manifests in your life. And you get to a place, and sometimes I sit to myself, and I say for myself, when I look into this world, I say, Lord, what have I done that my life is heaven? I don't want to say it, but I'm living heaven. I'm on earth, but it feels to me it's heaven. Everything I can think of, I can have, I can do, I can whatever. This is heaven. And the people outside, they barely have one thing of this that I have, maybe, if you can say it like that. But the point is, are you willing to walk that road, to encounter God, to hear the gospel, to get the right identity of yourself, to get values out of that, to apply it in principles over and over and over till it becomes a habit and a lifestyle out of which there flows eventually a culture, and then suddenly everything manifests. It's manifest. And you feel like you're in heaven because this is heaven. I mean, it's nice to live a life where you can do whatever you want to do, when you want, how long you want, and whatever desire, you just do it. I mean, because there's no other thing that's enslaving you, and it's ruling over you, and it's hindrance to you because heaven is inside of you. And that is the normal Christian life. But it's in us, 100%, but it takes a process to get it out in a manifestation. That we are the success, but the process to experience it is a process where God speaks in, people speaks in. You need to make changes. You need to stand up and whatever, and build a channel out of which this that's inside of you can flow, because that channel can only flow through a life that is according to what this success is.
Excellent. Well, Anu, that's pillar 9. Thank you for all the insight, and we'll take it next week for the very final pillar, pillar 10. Thank you, Anu.